All right, man. There's been reported that Mike Zimmer did not like Kirk Cousins, the quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings, the former head coach. It's been reported didn't like him. And I don't think anybody is shocked by that. I think you can see that kind of on the sideline, and that's one of the reasons why the Lions actually have a chance to win the NFC North. And I say a chance. I'm not saying I'm picking them to win the NFC North. But that's one of the reasons they definitely have a chance to win the NFC North is because Kirk Cousins isn't dominant. I mean, if you take Aaron Rodgers and put him on the Minnesota Vikings, I think that's a Super Bowl team right now. Defense is good enough. It's seen better days, but I mean, give them Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook, maybe Irv Smith come around. I just, that's one of the reasons why. But we'll talk about it and kind of give a glimmer or a little glimpse into what next week to come when I start ramping up the Lions content. So it says Ben Lieber, Mike Zimmer didn't like Kirk Cousins and it showed. All right. And everybody, I mean, I don't think it was nothing personal. It's just Kirk Cousins wasn't good enough. And I think they found that down out there in Washington. And a lot of these NFL teams and GMs like Rick Spielman, they were too scared to do something else. And they played it too safe. And you see it all the time. The Lions played it very, very safe with Matthew Stafford. They didn't want to do nothing else. If it was up to Stafford, I mean, if it wasn't up to Stafford or Stafford, just would have, kept, stay behind the wheel, he still would be here no matter what. My thing is if it ain't working for 5, 3, I mean, really the minimum is the 3 years. If it ain't working in 3 years, it ain't working in 5, 7. I mean, Jesus Christ, how long Kirk Cousins been there? If it ain't working, I mean, his whole career, you can add it up. You can blame Washington, but you really can't blame Rick Spielman. Rick Spielman put a really good team around him. He put a really good team around him, man. So he's been there since 2018, 18, 19, 20, 20. They've been there for almost going on 5 years. Going on 5 years, he been there. Been in the league going on 10. Be 10 this year. He not bad. He ain't good. He one of them dudes that's just he gonna keep the wheel straight. He not gonna do the Mission Impossible shit and make it jump a bridge, and he not gonna make the special effect. He not gonna help you win the games. And it's a different league. You can't just be. I don't want to disrespect because I love Troy Aikman, but not. I was like, you just can't be a bus driver. You got to go out there and you got to make plays. All the rules is verse for quarterbacks to make plays. There's no fives, no jamming at the past 5 yards. You can't hit a defensive receiver. So you have to go out there and make plays. There's no more Trent Dilfer. I mean, when the last quarterback that won the Super Bowl, that was a bus driver. Jimmy Garoppolo made it a few years ago, but you have to go out there and you have to win it. Or you have to make enough winning plays. And Kirk Cousins just ain't that guy. And if he was that guy, Minnesota would be a perennial NFC championship team. At least make it to the championship game. They were perennial. He just don't make enough play. He not that guy. He's a good guy, good safe guy. Damn near everything in Minnesota is as perfect as it's gonna get for most football teams. I mean, they had really good defenses while he was there. You know what I'm saying? They had good offenses. They fixing the line around. I mean, how much what else do you want? Joe Burrow set the standard, bro. Like, you ain't gotta have the best line. I still made it. That's kind of where it's at with it at. But it says former Vikings linebacker Ben Lieber still knows the team very well. Amongst other things, he works the sideline for the team's radio broadcast. So when the Vikings change in coaches but not quarterback, Lieber has some opinions about how things may go for the team and for Cousins. Quote, I think he's going to finally really thrive in the system and a coach that actually respects him, Lieber recently told Zach Gillette, whatever, on CBS Sports Radio. Quote, I mean, I'm not like I'm not breaking news here with Zimmer didn't like Kirk Cousins. And I think it showed in the way that Kirk behaved and the way he carried himself. The team was never given to him, or he was never allowed to earn the trust of the team because the head coach, I think, just didn't like him. He said Lieber has also pointed out that the problems in Minnesota over the past 2 years have far more to do with the defense than the offense. He says that was a top 10 offense last year with a very green first-time offensive coordinator, Clint Kubiak. Lieber said, quote, where was their defense ranked last year? 31st. The year before that, I think they were 27th. So people can rail on Kurt and rail on this offense to say he can't win with him, or you can't win this or you can't win with this offense. I say it's total BS. We can't win with the crap defense that we've had the last 2 years. We couldn't stop the run at all, ever. And then in key moments of games, we couldn't stop any 2-minute offense. So to me, the biggest liability of the team has been defense. All this team has to do is play good defense and finish in the mid-teens at the end of the season. They're a playoff bound and they can make some noise. And at the end of the day, you can say that. But what about he been there 4 years? What about the previous 2 years? They had good defenses under Mike Zimmer. And you can't keep everybody together, bro. That's what you got to understand. You can't keep everybody together. You can't keep everybody together. There's going to be some turnover on a great defense. It's going to be other teams that say, hey, I want him. I want him. I want them. I want them. You're going to hit injuries. You know, Kirk Cousins, you could blame it all now. He didn't like Kirk Cousins. I don't like Kirk Cousins. He was party though. But, you know, you could blame it on, him not liking Kirk Cousins or this, that, and third, or blase, blah, blase, this, that, and third. At the end of the day, what happened when they did have good defenses? Kirk Cousins didn't make the play. Case Keenum made plays, and he won. Then he went to the NFC Championship or the Conference Semi-Championship. Case fucking Keenum. And I'm just blowing me my mind. You know, I might be oblivious to this, but it's always seemed to be protection of certain quarterbacks. I'm not gonna get into all that other crap, but that's all I'm saying. That might go over some people's head, it might hit somebody, right people in the heart, but it's always certain protection. He trash. He tried when it's time to make the plays. The one playoff game he won versus Drew Brees, he met another quarterback that stunk just as equally as he did in the playoffs. Nobody want to talk about it. When the big games come, Drew Brees was trash. Then he was trash. For God's sakes, he lost to freaking Kirk Cousins. That speaks volumes. You know, and we'll see. We put that trust in Kirk Cousins here, and they got a better offensive line than they had in years. We'll see what they do with the defense. But Kirk Cousins is, he's a good quarterback. He's a really, really solid quarterback. But in this league, when all these rules is versatile to the quarterbacks to make plays and be great, I mean, it is what it is. A defense can't be great forever. What happened to the 2000 Ravens defense, whichever one that won? What happened? What happened? You can't be great year in and year out, especially as the rules are changing to make the defenses weaker and weaker throughout sports. So, of course, there's going to be some layover. That's why we got you. Aaron Rodgers went through good defense, bad defense, but at least he's consistent in his approach. They're going to win 10 or 11 games with an extra game, probably bank on 11 games year in and year out while Aaron Rodgers started. That's what you know. You get to the playoffs, that he going to choke. It is what it is. But you know, even a guy like James Harden, when he's in Houston, you know we're going to win 50-plus playoff games. We're going to win a playoff series or two for sure. Kirk Cousins is not even that guy. He can't even get you to a consistent 10, 11, 12 a year. You know, Aaron Rodgers is responsible for 5 or 6 games on his own. And I'm not an Aaron Rodgers or really, truly a Green Bay hater. You know what I'm saying? But, ever since the game I don't even get into it. But I'm not really a hater or very angry at them ever since that game, Monday night game. But, Brett Favre is one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time. My favorite is John Elway. A lot of people say, you black, you like John Elway. Maybe another time if people ask, it come for story time on why I love John Elway, right? But I love Brett Favre too. I don't get mad at Aaron Rodgers. That Super Bowl run he won, I ain't never got nothing really. I don't really want to say anything. I don't go out my way to take a shot at Aaron Rodgers because, boy, he made me some money on that run. We knocked him out that year, and I'm going to get off court. We knocked him out the game that year. He got some rest, must be in the Lions. And then he went on a hell of a roll. I remember that whole playoff. Philadelphia, I cracked their head. Atlanta, easy. I cracked their head. Now, Chicago was a scary game. They had a really good defense, but Jay Cutler riding that bike. crack their head. Pittsburgh Steelers, I made a whole bunch of money off their millions and millions of their fans. Crack their head. I'll never forget that sequence damn near. Unless something physically happened to me, I never mental whatever, I never forget that. So look, man, that boy made me some money. James Stark, that defense, BJ Raji, yes sir. Never forget, they made me some bread. I knew it. I don't let the emotional part get in my part of my bet, dude. Now if it's 50-50, I'm going with my heart, yeah. But at the end of the day, Kirk Cousins has not got it done. First Cousins and my Shannon Sharp boys have not got it done. It's like he got a mechanism in him that prevents him from being that guy. It is, but when somebody don't like you, too, I can't speak on this, but somebody don't like you or give you a chance no matter what you do or what you don't do, that brings that negative energy. Right? You can't get a man a chance like we do. We not women. Whatever Kirk done to you, smacked you, hit your daughter-in-law, hit your daughter, whatever it may be, you got to get over that. As men, we have to get over it. We have to get over it, bro. We have to move on. It's a business. We're not as men, we're not supposed to hold on to things. So you can't let your personal disdain for game 1, game 2, or if it's personal reasons he didn't like Kirk Cousins, because guess what? You sitting on the couch, Kirk Cousins got another goddamn extension. So they already chosen, and it's a player. They're going to keep the players. Unless you Bill Belichick, Sean McVay, they're going to keep the players. So Mike Zimmerman should have just trusted Kirk, gave a clean slate, sit down, find something in common with him. You go ask him, probably still be there. You wouldn't give him that negative energy, that bad juju to go out there and win. So this is what Rick Spielman want to do. Guess what? It's your job you the elder. It's your job to build that and keep that momentum running. But Kirk Cousins is one of the biggest reasons why this division is wide open. The biggest reason why this division is wide open for the Bears, the Lions, the Vikings, the Packers. Aaron Rodgers don't have Devontae Adams, and that changes everything. You know what I'm saying? That literally changes everything. Right? You want to know why that changes everything? Y'all say, well, Aaron Rodgers can make another. It's going to take time for that to happen. And he might bring it up to speed. Kind of how they gave Green Bay. I mean, they gave Arizona their first loss last year. Without Devontae Adams and a lot of they receivers. And the thing about it, we're bound to get a different champion. The thing about it, when you look at the Packers defense, it's never been dominant consistently throughout the regular season. It hasn't. They got some good players out there, but it hasn't been truly dominant. You got Sammy Watkins, they're already saying he on the bubble. You just keep going through Alan Lazar and Randall Cobb and they draft a rookie receiver too. No, yeah, Amari Rodgers from the other year. So it's gonna be interesting. Romeo Dobbs from Nevada, love him. Loved him on Carson Strong's tape. You love what he brought to the damn table. Not gonna lie, hell of a dog. So I mean, we gonna see. So it's gonna be time for guys like Romeo Dobbs. Can he come in and step up? Big time player in college. Amari Rodgers. It's gonna be interesting. But you think you can just interchange the best football player, best receiver in football? It's gonna be interesting. So that his ball placement is nice and all that, and he can. But then again, I'm gonna make them make plays. I'm gonna make Aaron Rodgers. I'm gonna make them beat me. So when you lose the best defensive player, the best offensive players in the National Football League, the best receiver in the game, come on. Everything fair game. Minnesota, honestly, if they don't win this division, bro, and they have some success versus Green Bay, I mean, they really got to look into getting another quarterback, and maybe Kellen Mond to be ready in a couple years, and that's what they're banking on. But really, if we being real, if you ask my honest opinion, and this is an NFC North video, check out the NFC North playlist, and check out Detroit Lions talk playlist. We're talking about with really the North. It's really their division to take. Honestly, it's really their division to take. Now, were the Lions competitive with those teams last year? I mean, the Chicago game should have been a lot more competitive than what it was. That was the first one in Soldier Field. That was gross. We competed with Minnesota twice. We competed for the first half of football versus Green Bay. Tua started raining and Jared Baby hands go off. The last game of the year really don't count because they played their backups and they locked up the number one seat. So really, Green Bay is still in the driver's seat just because they are the champions and it's Aaron Rodgers. But is a transition gonna come where their defense gonna carry them? They're gonna protect Aaron Rodgers, play more, run the ball more, play action some more, and then go down the field. Yeah, but you gotta look at their receivers. You gotta look at their receivers. Can they make plays? Can they make plays? That's the question. Can they make the plays? Defensively, they added some guys. Quay Walker and Devontae Wyatt, but whatever reason, they defense just don't dominate like the track record of their draft pick should say. It just don't dominate. So they just don't. And it's gonna be interesting. But really, it's obviously going to have to be growing pains, for their receivers. But Christian Watson is a freak of nature. They got him out of the dude from North Dakota State, but they ain't throw the ball. So, like I said before, Christian Watson, Amari Rodgers, Romeo Doubs, how quick can they step into the NFL and dominate? That's the question. Or can Alan Lazard really take that step? And I felt if he can take that step, he would. So to me, it's wide open. It's wide open. It is wide. It's wide. I mean, I'm saying it's wide open. I'll give Green Bay a slight advantage, a nice advantage, like slightly. But really, Minnesota should be looking and saying, no matter if it's new GM, new hit, it's our year. You know what I'm saying? They should be the ones, but anybody can win it. What if Justin Fields take a leap? The Lions retool with a lot of different weapons, and they should defense, and we knock on wood, if they come in healthy into the regular season. What Aaron Glenn did defensively, I'm not looking at rankings. You can talk about Minnesota did. At the end of the day, I don't care about rankings. If you watch the games, the Lions defense was bad because the offense failed to pick up first downs. Shouldn't be the case this year. We'll see. So this division is really open, but it's going to be very interesting, But as quick as Christian Watson, as quick as Amari Rodgers, and as quick, and he had 1 year in this Bill Rodgers, and as quick as Romeo Doubs, I think their receiving core is very, very young, but it's very, very talented, athletic. It might end up being the best receiver core Aaron Rodgers has since he's been there. But how long do he want to continue to play? Is the question. How quick can they make the jump? Kind of knowing what he wants in his own. So that's how quick he's gonna bring them young guys up to speed. They're gonna have Lazard and Cobb to show them, but that's the biggest weakness there. Their defenses are not quite never dominant, no matter how many picks they spend on there. And now you bringing in new receivers. Rodgers is probably gonna do what Rodgers do, but it's gonna be interesting. So this division is really, really wide open, and I'm gonna talk about that in the live stream later in the week. Sunday starting the week. Some people don't know that, but hey, that is what it is. Check out the NFC North playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live, drop a video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313. Don't forget, hit my link tree. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor. Have some Lions content coming on there as well, too. Also, my Cash App, Venmo, PayPal there. If you want to reach out for a business question, inquiry, sponsor, video question, chop it up. Twitter's the fastest way, then Instagram and Facebook. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Check out the NFC North playlist for more videos like this. I will be bringing some NFC North flavor this year. So appreciate you, girls and guys. Peace.